Go. Hey, what is up, everybody? And oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend. No, I'm playing, but I know it's been forever and forever. I'm far from a legend, just to say. And it's been forever since I've been on this channel. So today I'm gonna be throwing it off with something kind of random, something kind of different this time. And also, it's gonna be something called I don't know, story time. I don't know, life stories. Life lessons, shit not to do that I do. So learn from my mistakes, not your own, or just do it the tough way and learn by your own mistakes. That's what everybody seems to have to do once in their life. But yeah, I'm just gonna be playing a little bit of Battlefield 4. I'm using my friend's account because I'm on Xbox Live and he has an Xbox One, so he said, why not? You can play on it, play whatever games you want. Just don't buy anything. And I was like, deal. And that is Mur. Shout out to you, Mur, if you're watching. Hopefully you are. So, back to my story time commentary, whatever you want to call it. I've been playing Battlefield 4 a lot lately, so let's talk over this. So, to my story, I'm going to be telling you about the time I busted through my friend's back windshield of a van. Well, it wasn't his van, it was his dad's van. And, well, he was going to be a junior. It was the first day of summer, and I was going to be a sophomore. I got held back in 7th grade, so that's how I kind of been hanging out with him, and that's Jacob. Shouts to you, too, if you're watching. And shout out to everybody else who's watching, who's been supporting me through this whole journey I've been having, whatever you want to call it. I greatly appreciate you guys for being through this. So, back to my story. It was the first day of summer. Me and my friend were driving around. Me and Jacob were driving around, and we also had another friend. We decided, it was after a youth group, or I forget what we were doing. It was the first day of summer, so we're just driving around, killing time, loving the weather, just doing what stupid teenagers do at whatever they do. And so yeah, we were driving around, and one of my other friends who's sitting in the car too. And we did some illegal. We had 3 people in the car. Oh darn. And so yeah, we had we kind of had this bet slash deal slash whatever you want to call it. He says, I'll give you $15 if you we pull up in front of the local hotel. And it was probably a busy part of the time. It was probably a busy time. I want to say it happened around 6 o'clock, 6ish. And so it was still light outside, but it was starting to get dark. And so we're like, you know what, why not? I'll do it for $15. I mean, all I had to do was run around in my underwear. That's the catch. I had to do a lap around the van with just my underwear on, take off my shorts and t-shirt at the time, and do a lap. So by the time we get up there, turn around and get ready so I can just do a lap, he slams on the gas as soon as I step out of the vehicle. As soon as I step out of the van. So my natural instinct was, what the fuck is happening? Like, what? What is he doing? Obviously, I thought he was going to stop. So I wait about 3 seconds, and I die right here because, you know, I suck. But I wait about 3 seconds. I was like, what? And so I take off at a dead sprint. I have never ran that fast in my entire life. So I start running. And I start catching up to him because he eases off the gas, but he's still going. So I was thinking maybe, you know, I could catch up to him. What was going on through my mind right then and there at that point in time, I don't know what I was shooting at right there, but I was like, this is like a dream when you're naked and you're trying to run, but you can't. And as soon as I start catching up, when I'm running towards the van, he slams on the brakes right as soon as I get in the, like, kind of towards the back of it, and my whole arm goes through the back windshield, back window, whatever you want to call it. And if you guys don't know anything about vans or anything, those things are a bitch to break. They are strong. I'm not bragging at all means at all, but it was a crazy story if you ask me. Also that night, we decided to Right before any of this happened, we seen this kid, which I'm not gonna say his name because it's kind of bad. We drove past him and we were just like yelling. Long story told short, he thought he was a gangster, and we're like, "Hey, yo, gangster!" When we were driving by, like, "Hey, gangster boy!" or whatever we said. I don't even remember the exact words, but we were yelling stuff at him. And my friends so happened to moon him when we were driving by. Not the smartest idea. And so our teenage minds were like, "Oh, we could just say, instead of busting through the window, we could have been like, oh, he threw a rock at us and he ran away," and everybody was happy. So we went to his house. His dad was extremely pissed. I was covered in glass and he didn't notice anything. Glass just caved in the fucking back of the van. The back seats were down, so there was only able for 4 people to be in the car at the time. And so we said some guy, we drove past and he randomly threw a rock at us. No reason whatsoever. And so his dad calls the police, like you should, like normal. Like, I mean, I would do the same, except I'd probably be a little more mad if it was my kid, And so he calls them, we tell him what happened, and then I guess our story wasn't straight enough. It wasn't good enough. It wasn't right. So we ended up saying that I ended up saying that there was some dude in all black and yada yada yada. He just took off towards that direction and we didn't see him, and that was that. And so after all that, I ended up going home, called my mom, had her come pick me up. And by that, I mean that is probably one of the most embarrassing things and most nerve-wracking things to do, is lie to your mother and one of your best friends' dad. And also, yeah, there's a plot twist towards the end. The cops ended up showing up at at my door about an hour later, saying he came in and he's like, "Is there anything you want to tell me that happened tonight?" And I was like, "No, nothing. I was playing dumb." He's like, before you even try covering anything up or lying or whatever." And real cool cop. He was really nice. He didn't get me in trouble for something I should have gotten in trouble for, lying to a police officer. And if you guys ever get into a situation like that, don't lie to the police officers. Just be 100% truthful. Be honest. Tell them exactly what happened. If you're cool, they'll be cool with you. So just keep that in mind for next time you ever have to deal with police officers or cops or whatever you want to call it, coppers, the 5-0, the fuzz, the police, the whoop, or whatever. So yeah, he comes over there and he's like, "I'm gonna give you one last chance to fess up or you're gonna be in a lot of trouble." I was like, "Alright." I busted through it. He's like, "Okay." There was glass at the hotel, because the hotel was probably a mile away, but it was down a busy road that Jacob lived on, so we felt like we could have got away with it or whatever. And so yeah, I ended up having to pay the damage. His dad ended up finding it out. His dad hated me for like a week, and yeah, I mean that's basically what happened. And so yeah, life lesson: don't do stupid shit for money, and ever, unless it's something not that stupid, and go ahead right away. So yeah, I leveled up this game. I was pretty happy. I got some cool stuff for my guns. Actually, this is the very first game I've ever went assault and just started blowing out steam and rushing people. Usually I'm more of a laid-back sniper kind of guy, and that's kind of irrelevant back to the story. Yeah, I had to pay the money. I ended up having to pay $300. And if you guys like this, or think it was cool, funny, or just want to see more of these, smack that like button, hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and don't forget, I will see you until next time. Peace!